Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our playthrough of Dominions 4. We've set up our turn already to get started. We have our mages moving up here to do more research. We're again holding this area with this throne that we took. I also discovered that when we took this area, we found another magic site, this mist-covered highlands. It's giving us one air gem a turn. In the last episode, we also went to war in the north, and we're continuing that war by pushing west to take out this last pocket of enemy provinces. We're continuing to recruit mages, which we're sending one up north so we can build a temple to allow us to recruit mages up north as well. We're also finishing up our research into thaumaturgy so that we'll be able to cast powerful fire spells at our enemies. Now that's not going to help us a whole lot when we finally go to war with Abyssia. We'll have to find a different strategy because our fire magic's not going to have any effect. But we'll worry about that when we come to it. Since our turn is all set up, let's go ahead and watch it play out. Alrighty. We have our assault in the ancient woods. A couple province defense. I think we'll be okay here. Perfect. And we had an unexpected event occurred in Phoenicia. A magical bird of wondrous colors has been found. Small gems were hidden in its feathers. We got a whole bunch of magic gems, and a nice thing about this is with our high luck scale, as we move through the game and more events happen, we should get other favorable outcomes like this. A worldwide event has occurred. Since we took the Throne of Law, it's causing order +2 worldwide and a decrease in unrest. This will mean that we can get even better taxes in territories that our dominion hasn't taken over yet. The downside is, of course, is orders increasing for everybody else, so they will be getting more taxes as well. Sorry, I was taken aback when I saw this sudden giant group of enemies here I hadn't realized was in that province. Now, if we look down here, it looks like this is what remains of Baratos' southern army. There's quite a few of them, including some huge war elephants. This army is either going to have to march north, or it's going to march through us. Let's go ahead and just assume it's going to march through us, and throw everything we can into this province. I'm going to take our army here and actually move it south, just assuming that we're going to be in a big battle here in a minute. Since this army has a layout with these undisciplined soldiers to the south, again I'm going to pull them back a little bit. Let's go ahead and make sure if we end up in this battle that this army is also set up in the north to complement what's happening down here. The province defense that I just pumped into here will also help us out quite a bit. We're still building our castle. Oh, we finished our castle. If we look at this castle now, it's getting 276 resource a turn. Not only can we build our state troops, but we also have access to the Bendar log. And once we build a lab, we'll be able to start hiring our augurs over here. You'll notice that once we built a castle, we lost access to the Flamens because now our society is here and it's no longer the leftover remnants of the old pagan gods. Because we have a soldier here, and we'll recruit just a couple more to go with him, if the enemy were to attack this territory, our soldiers would hide in the castle and would give us time for these soldiers to rally to the south. So that's why we can leave this with much less defense than what we have in some of our other territories. This 60 units of Amazons and Pegasus Riders kind of threw me off a minute ago, and then I realized that it's an independent unit. I'm not too worried about this. It's actually going to act as a buffer to kind of keep us from getting attacked from this side. We had our mages move over to this territory. We need to go ahead and have them search for magic sites. Maybe we'll finally get lucky and find some more, because so far this has been a waste of their talents. We're going to need to continue to recruit our mages, and it is worth us having less troops for one turn, since we had to spend all that money on our province defense to recruit that. So let's go ahead. We're going to end the turn, and we're going to pray. Alrighty. We finished our research in evocation. We're up to level 2. Level 3 is where we need to get to learn our fireball spell. We didn't find any more magic sites again. And now we have to worry. We have so many troops in this territory that they're starving, because this territory only supplies 141 supply, and we're using 144. That's not a big deal, because we're going to be moving these troops and attack these war elephants. This may go horribly wrong, but it looks like there's only 3 war elephants. We might as well take care of this while we can. Let's take a look as far as recruitment goes. We don't really need to recruit anybody else here. Let's take these guys, give them to Duhuna, and set them to guard him, just in case a assassin comes along. We don't want that to happen. We're fine up here. We didn't find any sites, so we'll take our mages instead of letting them sit around here and move them back. We're continuing to recruit here. I'm going to give a little more turn to recruits before we push these to the front line with one of our horse commanders. And then again, we moved Karmas up north so we can build a lab as well when we have enough money. We're going to get there eventually, but we're starting to run low on our income because of our upkeep of troops and all the province defense we have to keep purchasing. So, let's go ahead and see if we can beat these war elephants. I hope we can. Usually I have bad luck against war elephants. Let's end the turn. Positive thoughts. Alrighty, it looks like nothing really happened except our battle. Let's see how we did against the war elephants here. So here's our troops. We have our line of legionnaires ready to hold, and then our chaff to attack in the background. Here is what we're afraid of. Oh. These guys cause trample. What that means is that depending on how large this unit is versus a smaller target, they'll cause damage when they come in contact with them. It looks like, though, they've been injured before, so that's going to help us. Other than that, the rest of the troops here are not much to worry about. We've got some of their archers. Good precision, so they can do damage again against our large shields, doesn't really matter. Heavy spearmen, again, a good length. They get that repel ability. And it looks like they've picked up some random archers along the way. I don't think we need to worry as long as we can defeat the elephants here. So, let's take a look at how this goes. Oh, there goes one. They sound so terrible when they die. There we go. I think at this point, we'll go ahead and go faster speed on this. I think we've got it once we took out those elephants. There's not much else they can do. And I don't think they're going to have anywhere to run, so I'm pretty sure all of those enemies are going to be dead. wiped them all out. We lost militia, don't care about. We lost 4 of our principes. That's kind of a big hit, but again, against elephants, I'm kind of happy with that. And then some of the tribe warriors that we had with us. Alrighty, so that means that this province, if we can take this one here, we don't have to, in this province here, and we put a castle here, we don't have to defend these two, because you can see how the lines of travel are. Oh, Pelagia is on its way down. As you can see, they have mostly mermen. They're going to be a bit of a struggle. Let's go ahead. Check out where our mages are. Keep them moving back so we can get that site searching going. We're going to take this massive army. Start moving it back to this province. Let's add in some province defense in the one we just took. 21 might be a little high. Some players may tell you not to go that high, but personally, it's just a number I like. Going that extra step, you can see, adds quite a few more troops to the defense. And in fact, why don't we split these units off? That way, we can have him move south to pick up more troops in a bit. Back here, we've got recruitment done. We need to move these guys up north. We need to save some of our money so we can build that fortress and that laboratory that we're going to build up here. I think I'd like to build a temple as well. So let's take Innocentus, send him north. We'll move these two as a group. Check our research. Looks like next turn we're going to be at evocation level 3. So let's make sure we're continuing to recruit the augur. And I think that'll do it for that turn. One of the things we need to worry about is we need to keep being aggressive and taking territories, because we need to keep increasing our gold income to keep up with the enemy as they get farther along in their magic research. Looks like we finished level 3. We now have access to Fireball. I'm not going to worry about Fire Cloud at this moment. So instead, we're going to go back to Conjuration so that we can get some more of these summons. I want to be able to get some more troops out there with all the gems that we currently have. So, we'll research that. As you can see, our treasury is starting to build back up. I'd really like to know what's happening on this edge of the map. If I was playing a multiplayer game, I would definitely need more scouts to see what's happening. But because the AI is not going to be doing anything that I'll be able to affect on this side of the map right now, and same thing up here in the north, we'll just have to see what happens when we come against them there. So, we'll continue to hire these augurs. Ooh, we have enough for... Oh, not enough yet for one more. You can see again, with that one throne being claimed, that it's getting colder. Now, the one nice thing about this is it's making life more difficult for Abyssia. So that's going to help us in the long run. We need to get everybody moved up here where we're going to build that castle. And then we're going to start taking some more territory here in the north as well. We have our recruitment going. We might as well begin to recruit here now. I want another? Nah, we won't worry about more commanders. Let's go ahead and grab a scout, though, like we were just talking about. And go look. Actually, an assassin is more expensive, but if we get lucky, we might be able to kill somebody if we want to. All right, and we'll end this turn before we finish out the episode. Oh, another unexpected event. A festival was held in our honor. Everyone was celebrating and faith has increased in the province. Our dominion has increased by 3. It's great. And 2 battle afflictions were cured, where we have that pre-stat. Again, he's a healer. He's 126 years old. Who knows how much longer he'll last, but we'll see. Alrighty. We're going to go ahead and finish the episode there for today. Next time, we'll be increasing our infrastructure and continuing our war in the north against Baratos. Until then, we'll hope to see you next time on Gaming with Grug.